Welcome back. Today, I want to talk to you about a struggle that I have been dealing with over the past several, weeks, I suppose, as I have looked at various ways that I need to declutter my life. And one of those sort of slapped me in the face the other day when I realized that I had a subscription to Dropbox that I have had now for 5 years. Because at one time I was using that regularly to transfer large files and store large files and to share those with family members and other things. And it came up for renewal, and I remember thinking last year I needed to cancel this subscription, and then I forgot about it. And so this year I thought, I better just take a look at all the subscriptions I have, because who knows what else is lurking out there. So one of the first things that I did was I went on my phone, and I've got my phone here with some of these things, some notes for myself about this, and I went into the Apple settings and went to subscriptions to find the apps that I subscribe to on a monthly or a yearly basis. And a couple of things came up right away at the very top. One was Apple Music, and the other was Apple TV Plus. Now, Apple Music I used quite a bit when I was driving back and forth to Knoxville every day. That's 3 hours on the road, 5 days a week. And with Apple Music, you pay a subscription fee, and you can listen to anything in the Apple catalog at all. You don't own it, but you can listen to it. You can add it to your playlist. You can add it to your own file so you can hear it offline if you want to. But if you ever stop paying it, all that music disappears and it just goes back to the music that you have officially purchased. I realized I'm not using Apple Music much. I have iHeartRadio on my phone, and when I'm in the car, I'm almost always listening to some playlist off of iHeartRadio, and it's free. So I thought, okay, so I don't need the Apple Music. What about Apple TV Plus? Well, that's not a very expensive subscription. Well, everything's relative, I suppose. It's about $10 a month. And I'm in the middle of watching Slow Horses and Silo and some other shows on there that I just really, really love. And it also gives me the ability to rent movies from time to time if that's what I want to do. And so I decided that maybe I want to keep Apple TV Plus. The other thing that came up on my subscriptions in the app was MeWe. Now, MeWe is my Facebook alternative, and it's free. You can use it with no cost whatsoever. There's no algorithm. There is no tracking. There is no ads. It's just a social network. But I do pay a subscription fee because I want it to succeed. And so I pay an annual subscription fee for MeWe, but then I also pay a monthly subscription for a page that I post to, which is my blog post. And I don't use my blog post page anymore because I'm on Substack, and I'm still paying the $1.99 for something I don't use anymore. And then I also pay for the Todoist app. It's $40-something a year. And I remember that I tried out, back when I was still earning a living and getting a paycheck, I tried out the pro version of Todoist and the pro version of Notion. We'll come to Notion in a minute, because I was comparing the two. And I do use the Todoist app quite a bit, probably not to its fullest functionality, but quite a bit. And then, of course, there's Twitter, or now known as X. Again, it's something you can use for free if you want to, but I decided back when Elon Musk purchased it and he was getting all kinds of flack for all kinds of stuff, that I just wanted to do my 2 cents. So I pay for the subscription. The premium subscription is $11 a month. So I have that. And then there's my Walmart Plus subscription. Now, the Walmart Plus subscription is, I think, $15 a month, but that's actually paid for from a credit card that I use. It reimburses me that every month. So that one doesn't really cost me anything. And then there's Amazon Prime and Amazon Prime Video. Now, I used to order a lot of stuff from Amazon Prime, and I guess I re-upped my subscription back during the COVID days when nobody could go shopping. And then there's the Amazon Prime movies. And I find myself, when I have that app on my Apple TV to watch on my living room television, it's actually my only television, and I find myself spending 20 or 30 minutes scrolling through Amazon Prime and never really finding anything I want to watch. And so I'm paying a subscription for that. I'm not buying as much stuff anymore. I don't really need the free shipping. I don't need the, Amazon Prime only option. And so I have to seriously give some thought to Amazon Prime. And then there's Notion. Now, there's a free version of Notion, but you pay a subscription if you want the artificial intelligence embedded in Notion. And so that's why I started the Todoist app and the Notion app. I was thinking that I would try to decide which one of those I wanted to use as a planner, as a way to keep up with my schedule and stay on track with things and not let things fall through the cracks. And I have to say that the Notion AI, if I go in and give it a prompt to write something for me, it does a much better job of writing than Bard or ChatGPT, but I don't really use it for anything else other than that AI prompt, and I don't use it enough to justify it. So I had to start thinking about that subscription as well. And that brings me back to the Dropbox subscription. So that Dropbox subscription is $130 a year that I have paid for 5 years. And I haven't used it in 3 years. Other than it's just storing stuff. I haven't added anything new to it in the last 3 years that I can remember. And then I have a subscription to Hulu, and it's the Hulu and Disney Plus combo. It also gives me ESPN. I don't watch ESPN, so I don't have it loaded anywhere. And that combo pack, I think, is $27 a month. My credit card pays $20 of that. So it's only costing me $7 a month to have access to both Hulu and Disney Plus. Now, in all honesty, I tried Disney Plus. I tried to like Disney Plus. And if I had kids, I think Disney Plus would probably be, a good thing to have. But I've never been a fan of the Star Wars TV shows, and I've never been a fan of the Marvel TV shows. And those are, the bulk of what's on there at the moment, besides cartoons. And so I never watch anything on Disney Plus. So it's just Hulu. So I'm paying basically $7 a month to get access to Hulu. And I do find that I watch a lot of things on Hulu, not the least of which is I'm impatiently waiting for the return of the Old Man TV show. Now, I will say also that, let me go back to Amazon Prime. The movies that I find that I watch on Amazon Prime or the TV shows that I watch on Amazon Prime are actually listed as freebie. They're available with ads. Well, freebie is free, and it has its own app. So I can still continue to watch a lot of movies hosted by Amazon on their freebie app if I get rid of Amazon Prime. Just a thought. And then I have my Adobe Creative Cloud. Now, this is an expensive subscription. It's $21, $22 a month maybe, but it gives me access to Lightroom Classic and Photoshop, and I'm not willing to give those up yet, so that's going to hang around. And then I have a subscription to, I think it's called Ghost VPN. I just have a picture of it here. I think that's the name of it. That is a VPN app on my computer and on my phone that can allow me, let's say that I'm traveling to Italy and I want to watch something that's only available on the United States streaming site, I can go online and pretend like I'm in the United States and still watch that. Or vice versa, if there are things on the British side of the like Netflix. There are things in Britain that are not available in the United States. I can tell Netflix I'm actually in Britain and get access to those things. Plus, it protects me from being hacked. So that one is something that I'm still sort of waffling about. And then there is TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy was something that I installed, signed up for a few years back for my photography channel, trying to see if I could grow that channel. And it has some interesting tools available in it, but I have to be honest and tell you that it's done nothing for me really of any benefit. And so I've already made the decision that TubeBuddy is going to go away. Sorry, TubeBuddy. And then I used a website called Storyblocks. And so if you go to my photography channel specifically, or the music that you hear here when I do like a fast motion kind of decluttering scene or something, that all comes from Storyblocks. The Storyblocks gives me access to video clips, images, and music, also sound effects. Well, that's inexpensive. I think it's like it's $300 something a year, $300 something a year. And so I stumbled across another site the other day. I've been sort of looking for a replacement. And I stumbled across another website called moodssounddesign.com. And they write their own music. They write and perform their own music. And it's $6 a month, so it's $72 a year. And so I'm probably going to say goodbye to Storyblocks and just go with that music site. Their music is actually pretty good. And then when I was... I downloaded the Rocket app, the Truebill app from Rocket Finance, Rocket Money, whatever it's called. Because one of the things it will do is analyze your spending to show you where your subscriptions are coming up on a repeated basis every month or every year. And I paid for the full version for a year just to try it out. And with that version, you can ask the app itself to unsubscribe you. Otherwise, if you get the free version, you have to go to the website, unsubscribe yourself, blah, blah, blah. You know, the free version is fine. And I realized that I have had a subscription to a website called Wix, W-I-X, for years. I have never used Wix, ever. And I'm not sure it would have ever come up on my radar if I hadn't downloaded that app. So something that you might want to think about. And then I have a subscription to Flickr, which is where I usually post if I do a video on my photography channel and I post 15 pictures, but I took 50, all 50 pictures are going to Flickr in an album. And then there's the pictures in the video. So people can go there to see those if they want to. It's not really expensive in the broad scheme of things, and so I'm still considering that one. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And then I have my Fine Art America account, which costs me $30 a year. And basically, Fine Art America is where I've put some of my pictures in the hopes that I might sell them. And I have sold a few. The nice thing about Fine Art America is it's not just prints, but you can also purchase like your photography on a coffee mug or on an iPhone case or a blanket or a shower curtain. There's just a number of things, pillows that you can order with that image imprinted on it. I have never really pushed that site to speak of, so I can't tell you if it's really doing me any good or not. And so I'm probably going to hang on to that for a little while. So having looked through all of that, here are the ones that I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of Amazon Music, Amazon Prime, Dropbox, the MeWe page, Storyblocks, TubeBuddy, Wix, and Notion. And all in all, over the course of a year, that is going to save me $1,105.21 in subscription fees. That's no small chunk of change. So as you're heading into 2024, I would encourage you to think about it. If you're decluttering your house and you're decluttering your closet and your bathroom and your kitchen, maybe you need to think about, like I had to think about, decluttering your subscriptions. Because I'm going to tell you, as now a retiree living on my retirement account, my Social Security account, and the little bit of money that YouTube is paying me, that $1,100 is a huge, huge savings. And over the course of 2024, I may find more, but at least a start. Let me know in the comments if you've done this same kind of thing, what your results were, if you're interested in sharing those publicly. If there are things that you do, that you pay for, that you just absolutely refuse to give up, let me know in the comments. And I appreciate you watching till the end. Please give me a like, and we will talk to you next time.